Space tourism is no longer a fantasy of science fiction. It is transforming into a commercial reality. Over the next 2 decades, billionaires, startups, and space agencies are preparing projects that will take ordinary people beyond Earth's atmosphere. With advancements in reusable rockets, private space stations, and orbital hotels, the period from 2025 to 2040 may redefine human travel forever. In this script, we explore the top 10 upcoming SpaceX Starship, Mars and Beyond SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, is developing Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft designed for interplanetary travel. By 2025, Starship aims to carry civilians to orbit and eventually the Moon and Mars. Starship's massive payload capacity allows hundreds of passengers to experience space at once. SpaceX envisions orbital trips, lunar flybys, and even Mars colonization as part of the tourism agenda. The Dear Moon project, funded by Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa, is already scheduled to fly artists and creators around the Moon. While technical and safety challenges remain, Starship stands at the heart of humanity's dream to become multiplanetary. Blue Origin, Orbital and Lunar Tourism. Founded by Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin is competing to bring tourists to space with its New Shepard rocket. Already, New Shepard has carried paying customers, including William Shatner, beyond the Kármán line. By 2030, Blue Origin plans to expand into orbital tourism and lunar surface missions with its New Glenn rocket and Blue Moon lander. The company is also developing Orbital Reef, a private space station to host tourists, businesses, and researchers in low Earth orbit. Blue Origin's vision is to make millions of people live and work in space, opening new frontiers for tourism and commerce. Virgin Galactic, suborbital flight-swinged spaceplane carried by a mothership. Passengers experience several minutes of weightlessness and breathtaking views of Earth from 80-100 km altitude. Virgin Galactic has already begun commercial flights, and tickets are priced at $450,000 per seat. Over the next decade, Virgin aims to scale up operations, offering weekly space flights and making space more accessible. Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic offers suborbital space tourism using Spaceship Two, AA, to civilians. Though limited to suborbital heights, Virgin Galactic's approach provides a relatively affordable gateway to space travel. Axiom Space, commercial space station. Axiom Space is building the world's first commercial space station, planned to launch modules by 2025. Initially attached to the ISS, Axiom Station will later detach to become fully independent. It will host astronauts, researchers, and private tourists. Axiom is already selling seats for private missions to the ISS, with costs estimated at $55 million per person. As technology matures, prices are expected to drop, allowing more wealthy individuals to visit orbit. Axiom's goal is to create a luxury space hotel experience with high-end accommodations. Orbital Reef. The space business, Park Orbital Reef, is a joint project by Blue Origin, Sierra Space, Boeing, and others to build a multi-purpose commercial station. Branded as a business park in space, Orbital Reef will welcome tourists, researchers, and industrial partners. By the early 2030s, it could replace the ISS as a hub for human spaceflight. For tourists, Orbital Reef promises a once-in-a-lifetime experience of living and working in orbit, supported by professional crews and futuristic habitats. Space Perspective, luxury space balloon unlike rockets. Space Perspective uses a giant space balloon called Neptune to carry passengers to 30-kilometer altitude. Though not technically space, this altitude offers a spectacular view of Earth's curvature. The capsule features reclining seats, Wi-Fi, and luxury amenities. Tickets are priced at $125,000 per person, significantly cheaper than rocket flights. By offering a comfortable, slow ascent, Space Perspective targets wealthy tourists who prefer a gentle introduction to near-space travel. Orion Span, Aurora Space. Hotel Orion Span once announced the Aurora space station, a luxury orbital hotel concept. Though the company has faced delays, the idea remains influential. Guests would pay millions for a 12-day stay in orbit, with opportunities to experience zero gravity, view Earth from space, and participate in research.
Welcome to Aurora.
Aurora represents the growing ambition of merging hospitality with spaceflight. Polaris program, private space missions, led by billionaire Jared Isaacman, The Polaris program expands on the successful Inspiration mission. Partnering with SpaceX, the program will launch private missions to test new technologies like spacewalks and advanced communications. While not purely tourism, Polaris missions are paving the way for civilians to experience space beyond professional astronaut programs. These missions also raise awareness and funding for charitable causes, making space tourism socially impactful. Dear Moon Project, Lunar Tourism, the Dear Moon Project, led by Yusaku Mizawa and supported by SpaceX Starship, is one of the most high-profile space tourism ventures. The mission will fly a group of artists and creators around the moon, inspiring art, culture, and awareness of space exploration. The flight is expected later this decade and represents the first dedicated lunar tourism initiative. Dear Moon could open doors for regular lunar flybys and inspire similar projects worldwide. NASA and commercial partnerships. NASA is partnering with private companies to enable future space tourism. While NASA itself does not sell tourist seats, it supports commercialization through contracts, research, and infrastructure sharing. By 2040, collaborations with SpaceX, Blue Origin, Boeing, and others could create a thriving orbital economy. Tourists may one day choose between multiple orbital hotels, lunar trips, and even deep space excursions, thanks to NASA's ongoing role as a catalyst for private space ventures. Conclusion: space tourism between 2025 and 2040 will be an era of milestones. From short suborbital flights to orbital hotels and lunar missions, humanity's relationship with space is about to change forever. While today only billionaires can afford it, tomorrow may see more ordinary travelers booking tickets to orbit. Challenges like cost, safety, and regulation remain, but the momentum is undeniable. These projects are not just about travel. They are about expanding the human frontier into the cosmos.